Ominia, Oboni, Mensubi, Yamensubi, Amia, what you pass here. Yam Sicino, Atavara di Wayne, me no Diwachin. Or anyone, and your rebel, it's the mania. I was so many so for day. I didn't Urifiana. Say to me, man, any of the man, any about. I didn't was so many so for day. I didn't me back, I didn't cry. I was any that's what's any that's all, any that's all, any that's on any that's all, any that's on Sayo. Any that's all, I am in Subia, any that's all, any that's all, any that's all, oh, any that's
and that's so inside you were ready, and that's so inside. I may and show once again. Say, only a shall hope series is so ye did it so home a year. Uti era one radio Yamawajo, Yamon Pie. In Yami Yada was so I may acquire and you may. Yadi Hoshon says, CBCC and because of train. My auntie was some was. Yamefa yesi wumu na yenyankwa Kristo Yesu demo. Amen. Any other four, once again, may welcome back to Hope Series or Era One Radio. Mejidisa wuhon eye. And yensu yehonye. So far we've been talking about cities of refuge. You can copy a crow. And yes, the 6 of the cities in Yakahwa Seminara at the Golan. And at the end, all the 6 cities, no. Na Golan no actual joy. Yamese wa jidi boye no. No woman any jie, no man a hosepe, no man in kunim no man a hosepe a hoto. That is good. Now my promises, I want to give you one example as a case study of Obia Onya Hintabio city of refuge. Then so Ohunamania because here can the point of a conversation in United say Chrono Uremua was okay. With safety no ewo chrono. Upie carbon tia you are not safe. And na one tenamunsua and ye on yourself. And so city of refuge, a case study. About your ready yen share addition. At the same way, no, maybe sometime I will still visit it because some people I want to share with you, but maybe some slight adiana yakahwasem. I may add my we will come back to this lesson. Na me say, Oma won't tiasi, Oma means tiasi. Na yen to mean tinanimo, na yenya who are dealing kunimdia, ya the best summoner. Ye will nipa be a home do a moho Nyamen Crawford. Not because they were muye any papa, but they work with men of God. Sometimes they support these people. Toda obeba beboa nyamie jumano na amano akonenim. But almost soon in self-interest, they are always selfish. Until onono ohunu say nyamie jumano okoso no de no bata ho na bie kwanyamano. Obabua the wagina baby na wadidi wo ho. Ye woni pa bebre ho mo ayonkofa no sa na tie di obenya firi wo nti. But ye obi no so a wo de nyame nkrofo no ono mo na ntie. Enti one sofo na tena ye o ti sofo fie na nyini ye obo brase o ye say you may think, say, baby, I'll free banner, dear be our sister, or satra, or conanim, or whatever, but na entisa. Problem a woman is say they are not always seen in their true light. Said you must sit here, except with the passing of time. A miracle. No. That is when you see them. Said you must sit here. But I just you are not going to see these people. So some of you come they are there for some self benefits. you will not see them. Sometimes they are able to adapt to the situation, able to adapt to the circumstances, able to behave. So we are righteous people. Some individuals we know as if say almost support the people of God, but no, they will be the ones senka or more serve or more. And say when you kwan no yi saafo no kra free hɔ a ka wɔpɛ na nka ɔno adi nkan. Mema typical example said the American na wate ase obi te say Judas. Judas de ne ho bɛbɔɔ Yesu not because of nkwagye anaasɛ ɔpɛ but the benefits, and he too assumed great control of the group. All of a sudden one year or more treasurer, and you basically got to do to make say you need capre any dama. And yes, and soon cafe na or more Marco Paterno no Aquaco and I said they found a way out. Judas served his own interest, yes, or yet PBBR. And through that, no, they gain popularity and power. Or more interest, the more popularity and power. Omo pe to me, omo pe senipa behuon. Na I thought that cry. To me gain this popularity and power, no say they become even a threat to the leader or to the boss himself. Judas son of Bebe come to Oyi Yesumaye because he could go places. Now or near a man for scheming against the man of God. We are talking about people like that. Now, I thought that they can even win some people to their side, say they can divide the group and take half. Ebinum timi ba sorry mu, no ma ba cha sorry num. Na sorry ura no they are so ni see hono. No in insist from no the fako. Ebinum so kra so ba be yiwu ono no si nchen. Na ono aba betena akonya no so. Na ono edi die opese oye. Sana papa ya mebe ka ne ho asemi wote. Your friend of Joab. Joab one person. Over to me I describe on say. Senye David na ne nyame ahira no say only the Israel. Ka Joab would have climbed up into the throne of Israel. Senye nyame na ne ka David ho a. Ka Joab badi ade o kwan bi aso. But so the music kan ho asem no ebia what in the pen or Bible mo but ebia you don't really know Joab. This man apart from David Israel he was so close to the throne of Israel. Senka obeya ohene. His position in the kingdom of Israel was second only to David. And sometimes krano eyana David on engage like David in person or obeso on so because now or that or you're too intimidating, and sometimes David will let him go away. I want to look at Joab for you. Now, as I'm not maybe kind of a Joab more, but it is also about another person. And then I say I will need some time to do this again. So the Obenya Muntias. Juan Joab. Joab. Nane maame din di Zuria. Ne maame edin di Zuria. So I can First Chronicle chapter 2 verse 16. Yenim say Jesse, David papa no wo mema enson. But at that the year enipa bebre no yen kan say no mama enson. As the Bible no during that time no they were only interested in amendment. Sometimes why here oba umukura na well typical example Jacob or Mema 12 or I say 12 tribes of Israel, 12 of Israel, but none so not any. My main king can be venture First Chronicles chapter 2, no, verse 13. Jesse, yeah, okay. What the from question? Boaz. Someone named Boaz, root koware Boaz. And I want to know Obed. And Obed, a woo Jesse. And Jesse so a woo Sa and Crawford. Eliab, his first son. Abinadab, the second. Shimea, the third. Nathaniel, the fourth. Radai, the fifth. Ozem, the sixth. David, the seventh. And their sisters were Zuriah and Abigail. Omo wo enuano mmaa mienu. Ti papa no wo enkron. Mmarima nso. Ene mmaa mienu. Na Zuriah no nso ne manie Abishai, Joab, and Asahel. 3 of them. Abishai, Joab, and Asahel. And Joab ye David wafase. David nua ba eba. But David no sha ntino na Joab ne che ne kakra asa wafase a o che ne wafa kakra. Because na ne nua ba na dinka wo ono no na ye ka kire David na ye ka kire wo mu nyinam. Enti ne wafase David wafase ne Joab ye. So what's about Kosam Kakra? But the American you may understand. Enti Joab, Abishai, and Asahel, David wafase for any warm. Tama David Janino, Omo energy no, Omo Yanimua regime after say kum Goliath. And in the wafase for the Omo be attach, Omo to Omo wafa, too mad say. David Nuanum Crano, no more man no say. Of course, or no niano me and sometimes in a bed in some penny for no beba from so more barber bear was and we a dividends or what. Family no told us ya na proper in any amount. But of us if we even though no more any David Bossono dear, they were closer to him. Joab was more prominent of the three. Remember me and Sana Zuriah war, Joab was very prominent. Well, yeah, prominent because of David and the David GD and automatically Joab will be. Why? Because me church muba. Joab dino Yahweh is my father. Onyankopon meja. Joab ni din and trust, And I said, the one whose father is the Lord. And I said, the Neja ayo Nyankopo. On the Efiano free money yamsuro for Jesse no, na sini ni Yesu Christo, David Yakonyano, a David Yasini Yesu, no na ye can of wasemti. Efiano nya woman tutu din basabasa. The Joab no dino was godly name. David, being the youngest, Osha, it doesn't know any Joab with the same age or Joab will be China. David ne Joab be born the pair year after say or challenging Goliath now din soon kunim. Now son so pair say obey in a free honor. David needed protection. David needed people who can support him. The family no 6 elderly brothers no certainly Joab became that close. But Joab wasn't a friend of David like Jonathan. Bible no me say Jonathan ni David di omonam for no de na omokra no ebo ho say omodi ko. But he was closer to David. But about friendship party and David na so nyina na dam for ye ba ko pe Jonathan or hene Saul ban. And I saw so na epeno akono. But Joab was good. Only David nante omu training omo because it was survivor. What Jidie what ne wafamu say ne wafa be take over the throne of Israel and not there clearly. And the fact that David kum Goliath no can be brave, so David history with Jata Sisreni the Adeno de. Now I admire David. And David training beyond and this man was also good, and also was very, very good. And this okay kind chronicles who said a no could lead no lead the army no near the other. And David be a prominent taking over the throne on any chief commander, Joab any chief commander. And of course, Busiano or Trustano. And Newofana air command in absence of David, Newofana air Neofas and air. And they did very well because Warmo bought David and so on, also Buano Joab did well. Nioma or ye piano or ye senior beya, Neofano anchor in danger. And it was Joab, na advice David, bra, so better to Krunumuno sa cave no say and strike on no yonkono. And on America said, Joab no shaden srunya mesa said David. And that point must be clear. Even though Yahweh ya to a sorry, you know, sorry, but I sorry no, your woman srunya me. Any woman so I don't care about Boka Crano about it and so if she ana sorry or to drum with dear son and him, but where here about Uja Homana or no better say Siana, I did you happen and that kind of Joab star maybe no. And ya wona to a sorry num ni din ya kama one David in a nam but no now we need David in Yamisuro ne be say Nyame anointed sonti wo chesi any ane Nyame amana ba be da house ye nyan o say Nyame de na show nsa so what's your problem? But David is saying no, we are not killing him. And David could handle Joab. I know there no doubt about it. David could handle Joab. But Joab was powerful, though. I will my young cofanum, baby and the entire chief commander and say after David been paying a kunyano so basically David Ibatina kunyano so there was a civil war. There was a civil war. Israel muche me because Saul kuku a kuma any cancer walk but you know he needed to go and die. Now they were here David as a punishment. Now was saying I made a chance until kuku or kum. And now ni general saw general day saw ba etna kunyano which technically no sana was no but Israel nim say the next king no and yes saw asini it was going to Jesse and Israel has a problem because Benjamin abusuya kuonua saw Freeman Warmo jitu say under no circumstance number makunyane free Warmo Benjamin tribe no to almost support to general and the army of Israel. And Israel muche. David was not coming to the capital. No one to me my capital because capital not there. Soldiers are surrounding her. And now so asini tiakunyane so. And David in so one hand on so a Jerusalem. No. Hebron, a one free, one what tear, one way in baby. Till one also establishing a coin. At this point in Israel, were eyeing him for me, one at Jerusalem, one at Hebron. Now, is Hebron ringing a bell because in the cities of refuge, I told you about the third city called Hebron. Maybe say will ring a bell, no? Says Hebron is a city of refuge. Hebron no a cry emoji. Hebron you cry ye near enti David akonyane wo Hebron and we na just conquer surrounding nations because sons betina akonya djuma na also ye ne say omutu ken avu ni frazasen we ye kakra no we jai na afi wode na ni kire David is chasing until there was that group called Jebusites near there. And David declared say among the men no one more through thin and 10 Sanko for no one woman antia brabumunia de adenoa, or moon a free so. And Muno, what the challenge mounts. What will be lead to conquer any of these tribes? One I'll be the head of the army. David's army, no one I'll be head. And Joab took the challenge to Hebron for no assay. Hebron for no and Jebusite for no was close to Jerusalem at the west of Jerusalem. And Joab called and the Jebusite for naturally no or qualified to be he became the leader of that over the 30 years from the time one. Oko attack Jebusites for no. Okay, in 2 Samuel chapter 8 verse 16, chapter 10 verse 7. He became the leader after accepting the challenge and conquering the Jebusites. No, naturally, no, or no, obey the commander in chief because David did challenge it to her. He was courageous. Joab was very courageous, and he had ability to instill that kind of confidence in others. We will fight, we will win. And it's a bad army no leading, no, naturally, no. Now he was there. He loved it. He wanted to be. That's when I accepted the challenge to fight the Jebusites and then get rid of them. Okay. Now so he has a lot of story that we need to talk about. That's why I'm saying this story, we will visit it once more. He was a great supporter of David, and no doubt about it. And he complimented David in establishing David's kingdom. Now a great supporter, and offer a great supporter. So Emma Newafa, ma Newafa to me enya akonyano. Joab no just a man who worked with David. He was David's counselor. What? No, ye David futufo of Asia or two of Afo. Say because of age, none and in Sophie. He knew everything about David. When him David be Pia because woman a boom from Saul. And now tactics beyond on never. And they have grown into military guys that are more proper understanding. Papa. Omuni tactics. And they understand it works well for them. Nyame ka home or dodge saw any soldiers, but it also worked well for them. And now a chinjibian soon was a baby, a David Jinabia no Jinaho. He will accompany David, even to a sorry fear or because David's life was in danger. If David is gone, he is also gone too, because we're a rebel. Oh, or he declared David is a rebel, and I will support on aiding and abetting. And it is a David succeeded and also succeeded. David failed and also failed, and he was not willing to fail. No way, he was not willing to fail. Ofasia or Jidis Akonyana was a ba ebusuanum. So a babusuanum na etumi ekaho. I don't know. Yet a sorry cronim paibo ne yankoba for no they affected this man. I want to know Yahona no worship. And we David doing a bob on pie na we fine. Obeka could jow obe pass it through all the rituals. Obe but that they fun. I had to say here mu binum kuko sorry. Asori na amanfo ekura na amanfo ye hine yankobo mpa enya akonchene safo no kure ya na se ye be se nkike bi nkyerɛ asori de wo go ba na obeto no baabi wo TV kakra no ayi we akɔ adwuma na asori ejita eni ase ni ade ndi that wasn't Joab kind of tactics. Asori na ansesa no Joab remained self-centered or the hoto no hoso. Joab was very harsh. And it's remote. Where be a how near to your firm son, son, and Tina Maunonsu, enya ebedru to be a beer. No, so no mercy. Say, working kind of handsome kakra, he was no mercy. Nahomo grown into very harsh, very vindictive. About to her, no about to her. Ni renfi. Yes, Oyana dear no about to her, ni renfi. and he will get back to you. So he will get back to you. And to the power no onyaye from becoming the second in command, Israel, no, what they advancing in Niyama Bebre till the end. Once Sanda. Now, sometimes, maybe beba wa yabusia no mu a, yebenya nipa moma benye. Maybe beba wa asafo no mu a, yebenya nipa moma benye. People, we may grow up together. People, we may start life together. People, we will see each other from the cradle to the grave. People that we know, na yenyina boom, having many experiences together, having seen the same things, having lived the same lives. Koma diabum, amania ayafem, and yenyini abum. Yes, we have known each other. Na se yebenya memudi a na ewo se yetumi di ye ho emerade. But no dear a different. Also want to measure people's spirituality. Want to mean say akwa de meaning pass rose rade and no dear. Want to measure people's spirituality. Spirituality can and that scales. Now after will be a good scales and as well 90% spiritual. And as we weigh 60 kilos or 182 pounds. Of an percentage of spirituality now, or 95 or 30%. And the yenina your experiences are ya kwabana your also together. But that some of us may not be Christians. We may not be fully committed to God and love the things of God. Nye yenina na yabe don yomano tisa yabe pera diasem. And that is why all of us, we need to be wise. With a friendship, any non for any BBA, and we still need to be wise. As I say, you need that. Now, ye will be BM. I will see a example to everybody. But I will see a Yahweh say we cannot be unequally yoked with people. I thought that in Comodiemu. I thought that life choices who say they are different from us. Because I thought that life choices in community who say these people no nyaming tiwo musa konini koyeno lie yenye ni say sani man wuhu kodidi na tem kokike binchire no asa de bi ono na he's got your back asa wo fight him out asa wo de nyamsum ti wa yemre na amanfo ebufa aso nti ono na ejina ma o sani man ya no ahweye because enye good example se nipa no ehonhom no nyawo wudie ni bia be wise enka se ne ntwa yonkofa mu de but just be wise because nyame twa ne nyina mu egengan cities of refuge de make catcher and say nyame ne ade ni nyina na ono na waso de no ho to no so enye obi foforo bia so be wise. Very important say I will say say anytime be a compromise ye ni nyame ntem ayonkofa anytime be a ye ni nyame ntem ayonkofa na yetoto no ase no enio mafiri ase se esay entini kwan se woni nyame ntem no oma no ye basa. Don't do that because etoda obehunu na fe no hunu se en efini proye ne nioma bi start grow up enti ebenya nipa bi te se Joab wa ya brabo da se na mfofo anabusuani ete se Joab oye capable wo strong wo oye good leader oye supporter obeboa mo rise up but in the end onye nyamsumni or one agenda or one plans. Such people they are nice people, they are good people. But if they do not believe in Jesus, my point, they are nice people, they are good people. Yes. Or onya oboni biya or pewasem or support to or push you. Or you're a nice person or you're good. But say onye wo Yesu ni said ye wu hu no dia. Try and talk to that person about Jesus. But he say unye fully committed to him more than Jesus. Because onye wo Yesu ni onye fully committed to him. Na onye ready say ordine ne so ne how ne nyina abekọ Yesu anim. Na wa ura awurade mu dia. And you still need to be careful. Because sometimes, they can become rivals. Na competition be wonimu against you. Even though pushy or support to course there, but still no, onya nanko chow, nanko no ene oho. Ye woni pebisa, how they do it you cannot understand. Or no one a coba or plans onim or pushy agenda no, but obenya nanka oni ho, no one na air to us. I cannot believe it, but it happens. You meet people like that. They want authority. They want to be Bibia. But we're here because they can bring you down. As to that, Omebaba Yesin Tidia Amawo Yere, our Amawo Ma, Amawo Nyameson. Abstain from such form of evil people. For ye. Every say you can be deceived, but Bible says do not be deceived. Evil company corrupts good habits. 1 Corinthians chapter 15 verse 33. Emaya na adao. Ayonko bone se obrapa. Enti na wahwe ni ye. Cause toda ahwe ya sa group no e de wo beko amaniem. Maka Joab ho asem kakra cho. Na the entire America cities of refuge in say enipa no a na ono nso oye so commander no a veteran soldier near friend Abner. You can read about Abner and so it was 2 Samuel up to chapter 2 up to chapter 3. Abner, he was also a veteran soldier. One also saw an chases Koborov with David, Joab, and the rest. One also an device means ya fancy warm. But of course, Senya Mebua, David, Nick, Joab, or man to William Fidim. Someone else say, when we are smart than the older generation. And the way now we Abner him said, David has been anointed king of Israel. Or Hene or Odifo Samuel anointed, and Zana Samuel Baby. It is known. But our non son, I imagine, to one penetration. And it saw a woo, it was this Abner, and it saw Basia Ejaso, no che Israel Mumian. The civil war, this Abner yina a year. And he was so powerful, say, the elders of Israel so Achina some tomb. Because Osebo were very well, who defended Israel very well. Anti-Israel Sujini tomb. Penifon into Israel Muache, Judah, Abusiano, and the tribes of support to Judah, no, Ewo David Yafa. Benjamin Abusiano and the tribes of support to Benjamin, Israel. And this man is running the show. Abner is running the show this time. On say David in so no concubines and kakran. On say him for no de and a babber too saw saw concubines, sorry, saw concubine, concubines kakra saw num and planum kakran crante or hen betina kunyaso near the mark kakra cray mahon fefu verses when you want a yerenum and your mahon fefu eja or hen eddy or monso ye. And tis so bano betina kunyano swan. Sa mano or hen abedia DNA. But of course, no papa no ma atananti. On to mean call more, but also a born work on my support tour. In yes, about could be so no be no of it. Charma no session. Abnane so Yerenoa or Jeze says, oh, ye we do no. The Prano ye we do no concubine. Abnane session. And or Hene said, no. What do you mean? Or friend, no, I said, what do you mean? I dare na ye. Abna and deny. But one yen swantum ono a wankasa omonye ana ne bufu ye ne bufu ise se ono wo hene pesu ogu nani mu ase kire Israel nyina se wo hene dada no yerenum wogu omo so dia ene yatintonta one na twam obeko David decide now waji akonya na ama David because David na ye the rightful owner ono de was support no say so asebegina and this is an oba be no dia and what den kra koma David say master say me switch over ba na so obegimi ana ti Jerusalem no de let call yes say me say me ba and David say yes bra mejo me wa Hebron tibra. And of course, Hebron, you bet me a cop without any problem. Because inside the city of Hebron, Yenkamujemu, Adentia. Because Hebron, the meaning ye fellowship, friendly, a city of refuge, or Jankosha Biama will be Bia. And even though what you are Hennesua sometime a create civil war, also pursue making peace with Ohenia, Ohenia. And then he had gone to Ohenia. Abner, I enter into the city of refuge. There's all this see. But the there are so many lessons you need to learn. People they want power. Joab ye one, Abner so ye one. Abner no certain china did to me because I'm a friend of the Nesi Akunyanso. Basically, only dictate to my Israel. But I'm a friend of Gunanimu as say. Onene papa yeren mo jene chirene de dentine bu afudia and your kotono. Of course, charge near the aton so any treasonable or hine a yerenum na no more dead denti. Being smart, general no nim said your politics in a city or play politics. And was sorry mo, I will busium ewo chromo. Said the any persitinas about one brown. But me pesa what tears say. Shenipa, ye no more cobani ye. Neshi will be an interest, neshi will be any idea. Never yes, because on no refuge, on no bamboo for no boafo. I mean, shroud, so Johnny, and today, I may adumua, next watchina. We will continue with the story of Obiawa city of refuge. Now, Kohunu Amani. I mean, shroud. Until any munchero no more. We yesterday. Amen. Enyame yada wase. Wakonya wadi ame nyumrei. Oma ya disunya bebre fire yonko fomu ni nipa ye no motena ni wiase msadie tumi die sitie. Si yen yetete sasa yeda se ye Joab or Abner wa busuemu na mfomu asormo. Bo ema yen timi nsesa ya adwene. Woni bambofo no yenwane metwa. Na yenyankwa etie fo show nsa fansa kamo nyina na twemo bia be ne hirahe e se wo mu ene ye wo bambo na wona won so wo bagiye no nyam kan wo urade se nenso one yakasa hirahe wo Yesu demo. Amen. Once again nyame adma ochina e be hyiemu na ya to aso maybe amedu see ene say Abner ewra Hebron, a city of refuge. May I admire to us. Bye bye.
Faumo bro chime,
Faumo bro wono jime,
papa.
Faumo bro wono jime,
Aumira, David be, Konya mechira rata, Faumo bro chime,
Faumo bro wono jime,
Fatime,
Faumo bro wono jime, Aumira,
David be, chiro. Oh, Obro for na nyamye. Oh, ah, David Ora, oh don't so na jivye. Na minio kama fobia. Papa, Echa, Betia Missua me Ferraway, Betia Missua me Ferraway, Koya Metio,
Benji on the beat.